this mystery of serial murders of children, and sounds quite horrific.
If I talk about forensic, while filming some sequences in the film, there were moments wherein I did get, momentarily disturbed.
I said yes to the film because I wanted to work with Vikrant. I was in the shower washing my hair at some 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I don't know. And I got so scared. I don't know.
Even my experience on Love Hostel, especially because of Sanya Malhotra, I opened up myself and I started taking therapy.
Hey guys, this is Nawaz Kochra from Team MissMalini, and I am in conversation with two very amazing actors, Vikrant Massey and Radhika Apte, who we are soon going to see in Forensic. Let me tell you guys, the motion posters so far have literally sent chills down my spine. I saw the cake one yesterday, and today I just now saw a few minutes back a teddy bear motion poster,
Yeah.
and I have literally gotten goosebumps. So really looking forward to the story. But before that, I want to know from y'all that I want y'all to tell me a little more about Forensic.
Firstly, thank you so much, Nawaz. Thank you so much. I think both of us are really excited to be talking to you. And thank you.
Sure. So forensic is a murder mystery. It's a whodunit, which is one of my favorite genres. It takes place in Missouri,
Wow.
Missouri, and I'm a police officer, and he's a forensic expert. And together we are going to solve this mystery of serial murders of children, and sounds quite horrific.
I know.
Yeah.
Just on listening to the concept, it sounds like something very hard hitting. I'm sure the storyline and the script is probably, it's written in a manner that it is going to leave you at the end of the film. Probably it's going to leave us thinking. But I want to know from you guys, the psychological thriller genre is something that, as an actor, when you are, into your characters and all, does it, get a little difficult to be in that skin of the character because it's also intense?
It happens. It happens like intermittently. Like if I talk about forensic, while filming some sequences in the film, there were moments wherein I did get, momentarily disturbed because, as Radhika said, the film is about children going missing
Yes.
and the serial killers on the prowl for children. So while filming with those child artists, to see them lie dead or play dead, or to see them, with prosthetics on their bodies, it was kind of disturbing. But then you try snapping out of it. At least in my case, I play a forensic officer who is in a lot of ways desensitized by these things. He's someone who sees even murders or even the gruesomest of murder as a job, and he loves the job. And he is like conventionally he's not a conventional guy. He's a little twisted, for the lack of a better word. He's a little twisted. He's kind of whimsical. He sees the world a different way. Finds humor in the darkest of adversities. So yeah, you try focusing on that rather than just focusing on the psychological thriller aspect as an audience.
Yeah.
Audience, I love this genre. I love watching it. I love reading, murder mysteries, crime thrillers. I've read a lot of Sidney Sheldon, Jeffrey Archer, John Grisham. So yeah, it's almost home territory.
Wow. And Radhika, like you mentioned in the beginning, that it's a who's that kind of genre. Your favorite is what you mentioned in the beginning. So was that also the point? Like that was the point where you were like sold for the film.
Actually, I read this script much later.
Okay.
I said yes to the film because I wanted to work with Vikrant, and then I found out that Vishal was attached to the film. I was supposed to do a film with him a long time ago, which didn't pan out. Then I saw the Malayalam film. I thought I generally like whodunits. Then they say they're going to change it and adapt to it. But I hadn't read the script, and I read the script much later. And then we went to shoot, and it was all very interesting. But my initial reason to say yes was actually because I wanted to work with Vikrant.
Wow. And so you both of y'all are the finest actors we have in Bollywood. Like your craft is just so brilliant to witness on screen. It is always a delight to see the two of y'all. But I want to know that you guys have been around for such a long time in this industry. Has it become easy for y'all to snap out of a character and also get into the skin of a character very easily now?
Of course, I think yes. You're working day in day out. Uh, all these years, you're working with some really great technicians, with great writers and storytellers. So it's bound to happen because you're honing your skills every day. You are learning newer things every day. You are probably getting better at things you knew from before, and you end up learning new things also. So it's a process. It's an ever evolving process.
Right.
I probably have mastered something which I didn't know 4 years ago. I probably have found something very new today which I haven't found in the last 18 years. So it's an ongoing process.
Amazing. And Radhika, what about you?
Um, I think, yeah, I mean, we're more practiced, I guess, with the number of the kind of work we do. But I also think with the kind of work we do, the rate at which we do it, we also learned in Marathi. We say "patya takna." I don't know if you know I don't know what the Hindi word or English word is. Patya takna means like, how do you say patya takna? Oh God, when you're just like a machine working, then you
Ah, okay.
like I know how to do this, and I'll just quickly do it, and then you get used to that. And if you're mildly good, then people think it's okay, and and then you get used to it, and it's very hard to come out of that. And I think I've been in that trap a lot, and I think which is why I think having a little bit of distance and like really choosing the work that will inspire me is good, because you get very quickly, because you're just doing so much work so fast. And I had that bad habit. Some people are actually not as bad as me. Like, for example, you do a film, you finish it, and then you go to another film. Many times with me last few years, I was doing 4 films at the same time. Not because I chose to do it necessarily, but you plan nicely and things don't pan out the way you plan, and then everything clashes. And then literally one day I was shooting Bazaar, one day I was shooting Andhadhun, one day I'm going for whatever sacred games, and then you're just doing it, man.
I've always found it so challenging.
So you're just like, exactly. And then, so that can be quite tricky, I think.
Exactly. Also, so has there ever been a character that you guys have probably carried home with you all ever so far?
I have once actually. Can I take that? Yeah. First, like quickly, because I suddenly remembered for a change. It was Phobia. And I was shooting, and we were shooting long hours. And I sometimes used to get about 4 to 5 hours to just quickly go home, shower, sleep for a couple of hours, and come back and shoot. And I remember, I think I went after one, it was just exhaustion. I was in the shower washing my hair at some 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I don't know. And I got so scared. I don't know.
I have to tell you this. I haven't slept for 2 nights after watching Phobia.
Seriously?
Well,
Yeah, I was so scared with that movie. I don't know. It just does something to you.
oh, thank you. Anyway, sorry, you take the question now. I'm sorry I took it.
Yeah, it happened to me a couple of times, in fact. Very recently, it happened while I was filming Love Hostel. Yeah, so I did take quite a few things back home with me. Even while shooting A Death in the Gunj, we were shooting in McCluskey Gunj. We were all staying in Ranchi, doing McCluskey Gunj up down every day. But even when we finished the film and we came back home, I was still kind of disturbed by a few things, and eventually, and actually that experience, and even my experience of Love Hostel, especially because of Sanya Malhotra, I opened up myself and I started taking therapy. I probably also, because unfortunately I am also a byproduct of patriarchy. I've also had certain stigmas attached to my personality, which I'm shedding slowly with experience and time. I shed that stigma of therapy, and I started taking therapy. I started acknowledging the fact that yes, it's fine to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to feel a certain way and acknowledge it, and address it. But it happens. It happens from time to time. Also because we are so emotionally involved as actors. You're not just physically present there. You're also, the bigger challenge is to be emotionally present there and to react. So yeah, we put ourselves out there far more compared to a lot of other people who are on a movie set.
Wow. And I must say, you guys are so brilliant with your craft that it is always a delight. I
Thank
am
you, sir.
absolutely looking forward to Forensic on 24th June
Thank you so
Thank
and
much.
you.
wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
Totally looking forward to it. And also, after this, there is an amazing lineup. So we'll probably meet and talk about
I
it
hope we get to
later.
meet in person.
Definitely,
I
definitely. That
really
is
hope.
what I really hope, that we meet in person and we have an amazing interview once again. But on that note, thank you so much for removing
Thank you.
time and doing this with us.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Cheers.
Thank
Bye.